Go wherever you want, man.
Virginia bartending culture compared to the DC bartending culture. Do you see the difference?
I think right now in Virginia, we're looking for an identity. Right now, like I said, there's all these people around the state, and we're scattered. You look at DC, it's close. I mean, you got to go around and you start thinking, oh, I don't want to have to go to the other side of town. But like in Virginia, we just did this thing in Richmond like a month and a half, 2 months ago. We had teams from all over the state, and for some of those teams to meet up in their own region with other team members had to drive like 45 minutes or an hour. So we're spread out, and we're looking for an identity right now.
That makes sense, because I don't know if that would ever happen though, because Richmond is different culture from Northern Virginia.
Sure. I think that's what makes it great though, because again, you're always going to learn and do better with different experiences. Look at DC, for instance, why it's done so well, because it's a melting pot. So you have very legitimate culture, firsthand experience from that culture, whatever that culture may be, and you get to learn from those people right there on the spot. And always with cocktails, food, and any of that, learning it from people who've really been there and done it is the way to go.
It's valuable.
Yeah, of course. So in DC, you have this melting pot, so you have this great culture there, and everyone's able to meet, and it does so well. I think what makes Virginia do well too is it's diverse. There's different parts of the state.
Yeah.
So it's something that might sell well here in Northern Virginia might not sell well in Southern Virginia.
And there's a reason why I asked that question.
Sure,
because
man.
I've done a couple of spots in Virginia. This is my third one.
Sure.
And I noticed the difference.
Yeah.
So I was just curious if you had any perspective on that.
Well, I mean,
this is more of an old town, because Northern Virginia, old town is really it as far as the bar scene.
I mean, it's great out here. Yeah, it's very legitimate out here.
Yeah.
I think also what you find not only is that lack of identity, but I think not myself, but like I think certain bartenders probably feel like they're snubbed or overlooked or something, because if you do well in Virginia, they're like, oh, this reminds me of a bar in DC.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, right.
Just reminds, or New York or whatever. But again, it's newer out here too. And when I first came back to Virginia from DC, I thought, oh man, I'm going to put all these cocktails, and many of the people are going to go nuts for it. This is in Arlington as well. So I came back and I had like Aviation and Sazerac, which I didn't think were like too far down the line in classic cocktails that people would get excited for, and they weren't having it.
Really?
No, they weren't having it, man. It's still Tito soda.
They weren't trying to
Moscow
get
Mule. No, they didn't want any of it. They didn't want any of it.
So that's a great transition to you getting on the craft scene.
Mm-hmm.
So you were already on the craft scene at that point, clearly.
Yeah, sure.
You're
at that point, yeah.
Aviation and Sazerac.
Yes, sir.
And so did you? Was it a struggle for you trying to get the people to kind of?
I found that I'm trying to. The best way to do it is like what I would say is like breadcrumb them. I think it's real. I think it's counterproductive, or this is crazy to think you can just put a menu out and expect people to look at it, understand everything on it, appreciate it. There's all this work that goes into it with how you want to lay the menu out, how it's going to read for people, but then also with you and your staff, how you interact with the guests and interpret what they're saying, and try to give them the good information on it. Getting the people to do the craft stuff, having like a funny name, like a Ron Swanson, right, or a clever name, it breaks down that guard initially as well. And you know what? Also, like people don't want to feel like they don't know what the things are,
Right, that's true.
But come to a place like this, try something new. Talk to your server, talk to your guest, your host, your bartender. Try something new.
Yeah, I'm going to push it as much as possible. I love it here.
But people here now, I mean, I'll tell you this. At People's Drug in Old Town, and the people in Old Town, and the people from around Virginia that are now coming to visit us have been phenomenal, man. It's been awesome. Yeah. They are excited for the cocktail menu releases. They're excited for the new drinks. They get down with it. And now, again, when we started here last summer, there's a glowing drug sign. People were afraid of what we are. Mm-hmm. They didn't know what it was. They asked if it was still a drugstore. What is this place, man?
It's the best drugstore ever.
So it was just the staff here as well. It's kudos to them, because we continue to interact and educate, and then kind of we get this experience again with host and guest.